vision, the values, and the beliefs that are the foundation of HIG?
Well, just being here today, first of all, thank you very much for having me. I'm the outsider here, not within Keller Williams, so I appreciate you having me. The mission at Homeowners Financial Group is pretty simple. We're in the home ownership business, and we want to retain our clients for their lifelong mortgage needs. The values at Homeowners Financial Group are really what separates us and separates you guys here at Keller Williams. It's obvious, and it's the cultural values that we have. And back in 2004, when I started the company, I marked down 13 different values that I wanted our company to have, and things including, I wanted our leaders to be accessible to our people. I wanted to communicate openly and have transparency with our people, that our people would be rewarded for their hard work. But one of the key ingredients, I think, that separates us, separates you, is the awareness of giving back to your community, not just being part of the community and expecting the community to support your business efforts, but to become part of the community and give back to the community that serves you. And I see it here today, and it's very exciting.
At Keller Williams, we believe that the true purpose of business is to give, care, and share. You also have a deep passion for giving. Tell us where that comes from.
Well, I can give you all right. I'm not sure whether to speak louder or speak softly. I could give you a facetious answer and tell you that I'm trying to do enough good deeds to make up for a lot of the mistakes and bad things I did as a teenager and a young man, and there's some truth to that. But the reality is, what inspires me are my two daughters. I have a 17-year-old daughter named Hannah and a 15-year-old daughter named Kate. And 11 years ago, I'd like to think I was a different person than I am today. And with the help of a life coach, I realized the importance and the responsibility I had as a father to set an example for them. That whatever I did, good or bad, that's what they would see. And I would be the introduction of what a male is and what they should look for in a man. And it really hit me hard. And I took that to heart, and they inspire me. And so it's not just being a loving father to them, but setting an example of being a good steward in the community, being a good person to other people, and doing what I can do to help others that are less fortunate.
That is so inspiring. Tell us about Pat Lamb and the formation.
Well, Pat is the president of Homeowners Financial Group and my partner. But back in 2009, Pat and his wife Krista had a son named Apollo. And unfortunately, Apollo was born with a breathing difficulty with his lungs. And they spent 7 weeks at Phoenix Children's Hospital. And Pat and Krista lost their son Apollo. But during that time, Pat experienced and was exposed to all the various families that were struggling. Not only that their child was sick, but struggling financially. And he heard the stories and he witnessed it firsthand. So he created a foundation immediately back in 2009 called the Apollo Foundation. And when I hired Pat in 2011 to become president of Homeowners Financial Group and really take over my role of the day-to-day operations, he asked me, well, if I'm taking on all your responsibilities, what are you planning to do? And I told him that, yeah, he's pretty smart. But I told him that, during the recession, during the downturn of the economy, I made a pact with God, I'll be honest with you. And I just said, God, I want to get our company through this. And if I get our company through this, I really want to create a foundation and help families with their mortgage payments. And I told Pat that, and he's like, well, I have the Apollo Foundation. I'm like, oh, that's right, you do. And so we took the Apollo Foundation, and it's the Care Fund as you know it today. We call it the Care Fund. It's an honor and a legacy for Apollo, his son, who passed away at 7 weeks old.
So, Bill, how do you raise the funds to support the Care Fund and the grants that you give?
Yeah, we do it a lot of different ways, and some of them are a little unorthodox. This past weekend, I know some of you were at the event that we had. We did a comedy roast for Sheriff Joe Arpaio, the nation's toughest sheriff. And we had Chris Kattan from Saturday Night Live there and some other comedians. And let's just say it was a pretty interesting night. But we raised some money, and that was great. We've had poker tournaments with Calais Campbell from the Arizona Cardinals. But the real backbone, the true backbone of the Care Fund, it appeals to the home ownership industry. All of you, people in title, people in mortgage, home warranty companies, whether you're a loan officer, a real estate agent, title agent, appraisers, builders. I mean, the whole entire home ownership industry has really embraced this because the people that we're supporting are really our clients. I mean, they're our friends and our neighbors and future clients of our industry, and those are families that support our industries, and so we need to help them in a time of need. So again, the backbone being the home ownership industry, we have several of you here today that I know give on a transactional basis. And the theory is, you know, when you have a closing, you just take a little bit off the top and you kind of drop it in the jar. And then we roll it up and it becomes a lot of money, and we're able to pass that on to these families to take over their mortgage payments. You know, and the money that we do raise, you know, the administrative costs, my role in this now, we have a wonderful director, Kathy Sherman, right here. Kathy, will you stand up for 1 second? You know, my role is to pay the administrative costs of the foundation. So that means when you give to the foundation, that it doesn't get absorbed by a lot of administrative costs, and that really has become my role. And I've kind of handed the baton off to Kathy to take this independent foundation and take it to the next level.
So Bill, what would you say is the most amazing story you've witnessed through giving a grant through the Care Fund?
Wow, you know, every family is special, and we've helped probably just shy of 40 families. And the foundation was created in January. We started helping families in April. They trickled in 1 here, 2 there, and now it's up to 5 or 6, 7 families a month. I mean, it's really catching on through social media. But, you know, there's one family, there's a little girl named Riley Grace. She's the face of the Care Fund. If you go to thecarefund.org, you'll see her little beautiful face. And she has Down syndrome, but she was born with a heart that had lots of problems. And she had 3 different heart surgeries in the first 12 months of her life. And her parents chose, they made the choice to be by her side 24/7. And, you know, exhausted their resources. And when they came to us, they were really in desperate need. And we were able to help keep them in their home, give them a cushion until they could, you know, get through this last surgery. And they have one more coming up in January, and she's only 16 months old. And so it's just, these are good people. All the people that we're helping, they're good people that have something bad happen to them. And it's our responsibility to help them. And so every family is important. You know, one thing I didn't prepare myself for, I'll be honest, is not all the children survive. And, you know, I can imagine losing a child and then losing your home. I mean, that's just, to me, like, unbelievable. So they're all amazing, but little Riley Grace is a cutie. Go to the website and you'll see her beautiful face.
Thank you for sharing that.
Absolutely.
You've already accomplished so much through HFG and the Care Fund. So what's next for your organization?
Well, you know, homeowners, we're expanding as far as the mortgage company goes, which really I'm not here to talk about, but I'll tell you, we're expanding to different states. We're licensed in 15 different states. So we're moving into, we want to be the premier Western mortgage banker in the Western United States. But as far as the Care Fund, it's to continue to grow it with people like you, people within the industry, can continue to grow it outside the industry, and just really make a positive impact and grow it. To date, we've raised over $800,000 since January, and that's because of people like you. And you know, we want to continue to grow the foundation and make it special.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Please welcome Kimberly Wang to sing.
It really sounds like the Care Fund is truly, that you and the Care Fund are angels, so what an appropriate song. I'm very honored to be a part of this day and to have you here, and thank you so much for having me. You spend all your time waiting for that second chance, for a break that would make it okay. There's always some reason to feel not good enough, and it's hard at the end of the day. I need some distraction. Oh, beautiful release. Memories seep through my veins.
in the arms of the angel. Fly away from here, from this dark old hotel room, and the endlessness that you feel. You are pulled from the wreckage of your silent reverie. You're in the arms of the angel. May you find some comfort here.
Sing it with me. I see you all singing it.
You're so tired of the street life. Oh, that everywhere you turn, there are vultures and thieves at your back. The storm keeps on twisting. You keep on building the lies that you make up for all that you lack. It don't make no difference. Escape it one last time. It's easier to believe in this sweet madness, all this glorious sadness that brings me to my knees. In the arms of the angel, fly away from here, from this dark old hotel room, and the endlessness that you feel. You are pulled from the wreckage of your silent reverie. You're in the arms of the angel. May you find some comfort here. You're in the